Hey everyone, welcome back to the Knowledge Radio. Today we're diving into the mind-blowing world of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. Imagine controlling devices with just your thoughts. No typing, no talking, just pure brain power. Sounds like science fiction, right? But it's quickly becoming a reality. BCIs are technologies that connect our brains to computers, allowing direct communication between the two. They have the potential to revolutionize everything, from how we interact with technology to how we treat brain injuries and neurological diseases. So, let's take a journey into the future and explore how brain-computer interfaces are blurring the lines between human minds and machines. Let's start with the basics. What exactly are brain-computer interfaces? In simple terms, BCIs are devices that allow your brain to communicate directly with computers or machines. They work by reading brain activity through sensors, then translating those signals into commands for a computer or device. Essentially, it's like giving your brain a voice in the digital world. BCIs can be non-invasive, where sensors are placed on the scalp to detect brain activity, or invasive, where electrodes are implanted directly into the brain for more accurate and detailed readings. While invasive BCIs are more complex, they open up some incredible possibilities for controlling devices with the mind alone. So how do these brain-reading gadgets actually work? BCIs are based on the principle that our brains produce electrical signals when we think, move, or feel. These signals are created by neurons, which are the cells in our brains that send messages to each other. BCIs capture these signals using electrodes or other sensors. Once the brain signals are collected, they are processed by a computer. The computer then decodes these signals and turns them into commands that can control a variety of things, from a robotic arm to a cursor on a computer screen, or even virtual reality environments. This process is a form of neurotechnology, where brain activity is harnessed to control external devices. It's like plugging your brain into the internet. Now, let's talk about the incredible possibilities that brain-computer interfaces are bringing to the table. One of the most promising uses of BCIs is in healthcare. For people who are paralyzed or have lost motor functions due to injury or disease, BCIs can be life-changing. By connecting their brains directly to machines, they can control prosthetic limbs, wheelchairs, or even computers using just their thoughts. BCIs are also helping restore sight and hearing. Devices like the cochlear implant, a type of brain-computer interface, have already helped thousands of people with hearing loss. Researchers are also developing BCIs to create bionic eyes that can restore sight to the blind. But it doesn't stop there. BCIs could go beyond helping those with disabilities. They could be used to enhance human abilities. Imagine being able to communicate telepathically, instantly upload information to your brain, or control machines with greater precision than ever before. We're talking about the next step in human evolution, neural enhancement. BCIs also hold huge potential in gaming and virtual reality. Imagine playing a video game where your brain controls the characters, or immersing yourself in a virtual world that responds to your emotions and thoughts in real time. This would be a game changer, literally, for entertainment and immersive experiences. While the possibilities of BCIs are thrilling, they also bring up some important ethical questions. For example, who should have access to these technologies? Should BCIs be used only for medical purposes, or will they become a tool for the wealthy to gain an unfair advantage in society? There's also the question of privacy. If our thoughts can be read, how do we protect our innermost thoughts from being accessed or manipulated? Additionally, there are concerns about the safety of invasive BCIs. Anytime electrodes are implanted in the brain, there are risks, including infection or brain damage. It's a fine line between progress and safety, and researchers are working hard to address these challenges. So, what does the future hold for brain-computer interfaces? Experts predict that BCIs could completely transform how we interact with technology, leading to a future where our brains control not only computers, but also our homes, cities, and beyond. You could send an email just by thinking, navigate virtual reality worlds with your mind, or even transfer your thoughts into digital devices. Imagine a world where we could share thoughts or feelings instantly with others, or where a person with paralysis could control a robot body. We might even reach a point where BCIs could merge human consciousness with artificial intelligence, creating a whole new level of human-machine integration. In the next few decades, BCIs could become as common as smartphones, revolutionizing healthcare, education, and even the workforce. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to back up our brains to the cloud, giving us the ability to expand and extend our minds in ways we've never imagined. But before we get too carried away, there are still a lot of challenges to overcome. BCIs are still in the early stages of development, and making them affordable, accessible, and safe for everyone will take time. One of the biggest challenges is data processing. Our brains generate an enormous amount of data, and decoding that information accurately requires powerful computers and complex algorithms. Researchers are working on ways to make these systems more efficient, but it's a work in progress. Another challenge is making non-invasive BCIs more effective. While invasive BCIs can provide precise results, not everyone is willing to undergo brain surgery. Developing non-invasive technologies that offer the same level of control will be key to bringing BCIs to the mainstream. Brain-computer interfaces are taking us into a new era where mind and machine merge, opening up possibilities we never thought possible. From restoring abilities to revolutionizing entertainment and enhancing human capabilities, BCIs are changing the game in technology, healthcare, and beyond. Of course, the road ahead is long and there are many challenges to address. But one thing is for sure, the future of BCIs will be both exciting and complex. What do you think? Will brain-computer interfaces lead to a world where humans and machines merge? Or are we opening Pandora's box? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the Knowledge Radio. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.